Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be playing some more of Calvin's Gallery. I'll be showing off some of the newest features in version 10.3. Um, New leveling scaling, new skills, new order the skills are learned, a couple of quality life changes, some bug fixes. Um, yeah, so let's check it out. I paused the game right here because there's a boss fight here I showed it off a long time ago, and I figured this would be a good chance to show it off again. So, as anyone that's played the game has noticed, most boss fights actually disable the finisher skill. You actually have to fight the boss. I know. How awful of me. Um, that said, if you're doing anything with speedy, you'll quickly acquire plenty of pretty powerful weapons. And some magic. TP boost. Throwing daggers. What do I have? Ooh. And the 19. Ice. So that should also slow it. Poison. Bleeding. When in doubt, just stack every status you have. What else can we hit him with? That's bleeding. That's flames. Actually, these are some of the newer items that I've added. These are found on the island towards the end of the game, and they're grown from the crystal seeds. Until you get to the island, they're going to be pretty rare because those crystal seeds don't have a high drop rate of these. As you can see, I only have 7 total, and I've harvested quite a few. I think around 8 of the crystal plants. And I usually let them get pretty big. So they're they're really nice to have though. And I also just realized that the music is off. I will put that back on after this fight. Magic. Ooh, let's get you. Wow, holy cow, that almost took it out. All right, and then Speedy hasn't really been shown off too much. I keep having to reset her level. uh, so she's got no attack, as we've seen. Right now, she's level 24. She has Meditate to restore magic, MP, some other things. She's got that Agiluck boost. Let's boost up the party a little bit. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. She's got her Fireball, hits 2 random targets, blinds them, small amount of damage. Pretty useful if you can just fire it a bunch of times. Right now, I think she can get up to 6 turns if you're really lucky. Usually she gets 2 to 3. She has 1 party skill. I haven't unlocked a lot of the party skills yet. I've been focusing on just clearing out areas. Um, Healing is where she really shines. So she's got the standard heal. She's got mass heal, which heals everyone. She has rally, which is free. That one's really nice. Sunburst blinds enemies. Cleric mass heal, which is a stronger form of mass heal. Regeneration, really useful. Cures burning, cures poison. Um, this cures silence, confusion, sleep. You don't see those super often, not in the early areas. Higher zones, you'll start running into those more, especially silence. Then she's got a couple of pick-me-ups. Just kind of a really solid generalist. Her tech skills are where her damage really, really starts to shine. Um, but she doesn't get a whole ton of those until higher levels. So right now she just has the weak grenade. Later on, she'll get a grenade, stronger grenade, the daggers that she can give you. Um, so any of the items that she can give you through giving her fish, she'll eventually be able to use in combat in exchange for MP and TP, which is really nice. So these crystals, pretty brutal, um, especially if you let the fight go on, because all of them can buff levels. They have a very wide range of abilities and attacks, and they're just kind of beasts. Alright, so they are. So it looks like they're all at the point where I can't take them out quite yet. Can I look at enemy statuses? No. Charm. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh, I see. I'm still figuring out the formatting for these status effects, as you can see. But they all have statuses or descriptions now, which that is significant. All right, Margaret, you. So as you can see here, this thing is poisoned. All three levels of poisoned, all three levels of burned, all three levels of bleed, and that gives it that kind of purple, that thing there. That is the doomed status. This thing now takes significantly more damage from all sources. It also boosts the DOT damage, lowers its armor. That is like peak finisher move. Um, it can be difficult to set that up since you do need, 9 of the different status effects. That's part of the reason why I used that crystal cluster. Fire, relatively easy to apply. Poison gets easier to apply at higher levels. The bleed is the hardest to apply, with Margaret being one of the few reliable sources of bleeding, who can apply it pretty frequently, pretty consistently. Um, for example, her mark applies it. Easiest way to do it. Right, Joan is charmed. Let's cure that. Heal Margaret. They're not blind. Some of them are silenced, though. And regen. Rude. So yeah, they've got that in power, which levels them up. They've got the unholy power that levels them up. They've got a lot of AoEs, a lot of elemental attacks. Whew. Dang, that blizzard really took me out. I have no fire or no ice defense, I guess. There we go. All right, now it's a fair fight. Well, fair for me. It's not fair for him. It? Them? It's a bunch of crystals. I suppose it would probably be the best description. All right. And hit it with the mark. Ooh. Its defense seems to have just put it out of my reach for consistent damage. One might consider that not ideal. All right, let's see. Ah, perfect. I love Speedy. She's such an awesome unit. Oh, being able to just boost stats like that is so useful. But she burns through magic really fast when you really start using her a lot. Um, nice. All right. Worth it. Now to get out of here without dying. I got 3 cats. What else do I got? So these temporarily significantly increase health. You can see they've got that 175 there. Um, permanently increases health by a small amount. I believe it's 5, 10, 15. And then these are like 1, 2, 3 for MP boosts. I don't know why I always save them. Maybe it's 50. It might be 10, 25, 50 actually. Um, so here's one of the nice quality of life changes is I can click on the trinket box and it'll open 10 of them. So I mentioned this in the previous video. I have implemented it. Let's get some audio going. There we go. So now if I go to items, I only have 20 instead of 30. Super, super useful. Really nice to have. Some of you will also notice the debug NPC in town now. This is the debug tool. It will do different effects depending on what kind of was the biggest bug in the previous version. Right now, this kind of helped convert my save file from the previous version to this version. For you guys, this debug tool will help out in the desert by helping unlock the different pyramids. I haven't run into anything significant since that, so that's probably going to stay what the debug tool does for a while. If anyone requests it, I might swap the debug tool to reset your party levels. and just give you a bunch of the experience crystals. That way you can go through the levels and get the skills and stuff that you missed out. Oh, I'm out of bait. I'm actually out of fishing bait. Fish. So right now she's got the blueprints. This boosts her experience gain. I want her pretty high level. The fish is probably what I'm going to run her with the most often. That slight regen is really nice. Although she does have the shield generator. I'll leave the blueprints on for a while. She's got the angel feather for that additional action chance. I don't think I have anything better at the moment. No. And water robes. The robes give a bit of magic regen. Cloak. These are nice. But I'll stick with the robes. What do we got for helmet options? Ooh, more ones. Chance to stagger, chance to chill. I'm going to go with the winged wand. Yeah, so winged wand, extra action chance, angel feather, extra action chance. Speedy by default, I believe, has 4 action chances. And then she can find a magic stopwatch, I believe is... Or was that Calvin's? It's either Calvin or Speedy can get a magic stopwatch that also gives a bunch of extra turn chances. What do I want to give? So here, actually, Bloodstone, the Blood Charm, Unlucky Coin, Weapon Charm, those are all Margaret's class items. By giving the offering at the gravesite, Calvin gets access to both Margaret's abilities, gets a free cleave, he can use axes, he can give an offering at the ranger's gravesite and get access to bows and some of Lewis's skills and items. Then he can also you can also give the offering at the mage's gravesite. And who was the last one? I'll have to go back there and look. But they each give you access to different stuff. They're really nice. Ooh. Ooh. I can access great axes. That's nice. Air sword. I think let's do the great axe. All right. Alright, let's fight something. So, as you can see, these are from Lewis's skill set. Cleave. Those are Margaret. Same with Rage. I don't think Finisher's going to help here. Nah. Earth and Cleave you learn from the Forest Trainer. I can head back there and show him. I have to get Speedy's skill from him too while I'm there, so... And let's start with Divine Spark. There we go. Everyone has health regen. Alright. Fireball spam. Ooh, nice. Boost electric damage. Okay, this doesn't give a stun chance. We need to get some more bait. I need to head back to town anyways. Anyone who starts a new game, you'll notice that the garden will now start with plants in it, so you're not just starting from ground zero. Oh, I have a lot of small fruit. I should use my small fruit. Nice. I did not realize how many small fruit I had acquired. I want some more dispel herbs. Definitely gonna want more stimulants. There we go. I need serpent meat, yeti meat. I have hell meat, but I need a fancy pastry, so that's not happening. So right now I've got mostly the crystal plants. What do I have for seeds at the moment? Nice. Alright, I'm going to go spend all of my coins on seeds, fertilizer, and bait. Notice you cannot sell the fish. It is a one-of-a-kind item that Speedy will never forgive you. Ooh, that's a lot of luck. Nah, I'm going to sell those. That's solid. Unlucky coin. So which one gets the fewest negatives? Important part there. Ooh. This is nice. I get? Oh, oh, that's a nice kind of generalist item. Oh, magic attack and magic. I don't read well, apparently. This one's agility and evasion primarily. Luck. Rancid fumes. Alright. Fishing bait. By 200. Alright. Now if I go to seed pouches, I no longer have to individually open them. I just click once. I can just hold down tab. Now I have a whole bunch of seeds. I do need fertilizer though, I think. Oh, I have 19 fertilizer. Alright, I'm good. So I'm going to harvest all of these. And I'm going to plant all crystal seeds. Let's go turn in the cats. Iron P orb, sapphire dust, and ruby dust. And a nutritious meal, thank you. Alright, I want to go heal. It's actually been a long time since I fought this guy. So, finisher skill disabled. This is a boss fight. But I don't think he's that tough, if I remember properly. Well, he's not harmless, I'll give him that. But it does look like I'll be able to take him out pretty quick. 1 TP short. 1 short. Where is my... There it is. Joan almost went down. So, nice little some experience, permanent HP, and magic boost. You know, not necessarily the toughest fight, but makes you earn those rewards. Berries. Let's go. One. Turn in some fish. I have so many fish. Wow. Getting lucky with these ones. This fishing spot seems to be a very reliable one. Which is interesting, because all three of these should be the same. Oh, Kelvin is shadowed. Interesting. Get back here. Oh, nice. New dagger skill. Meditate, finally. Ooh, grenade. Ooh, new cleave. So yeah, Speedy's very valuable when it comes to leveling up. I definitely think she's a fun mechanic. I wish... Darn. I wish more games had characters like that. You know, you just give them some kind of misc item that you don't really have any value for, and in exchange they give you a bunch of random stuff. So the forest trainer is at almost the very end of the forest, so it can take a bit to actually get to him. And then there's a quest to get him out, because he is trapped behind some thick brush. Alright, so I need the crystal for her. The warrior. Priest. Oh, what? I can't... Alright, well, small bug. I'll fix that. So... the warrior, the mage, the priest. So this was the ranger. Oh, fish. Alright, so once you get into the deep forest, you go this way. You're probably going to fight a spider. There's a lot of spiders in the deep forest. Speedy's going first, even with finisher. Holy cow. Uh, she really lives up to her name. Alright, so here's this guy. So normally there's a plant kind of right here, and another one here. And... oh no, I can go to completed quests. The Forest Trainer. So you kill 25 forest spirits, defeat the angel, and then you can get new skills from him. So now if I talk to him... huh. He's supposed to offer me a skill for Speedy. Hmm. Let's just take a look at that real quick. So, deep forest. Margaret, Joan, Lewis, Candace, Speedy. Ah, I see. I have accidentally given her this skill. That is the issue. So right now she already learns Cure Poison. So I'm actually gonna let's swap that for something else then. So Cure Poison, she gets at level 4. What's another skill I could give her? I'll give her the Dagger Throw. Why not? Let's give her the Warrior's Dagger Throw. Seems like something she would have. Dagger Throws are all the way at the bottom. Dagger Flick. There we go. Let's see. So she has guaranteed extra action, and then 50% chance for an additional action. Passive magic regen. And let's see. I had the feather, which gives a 10% action chance. The wands. Where are the wands? Here we go. The winged wand, which is another 10% action chance. I believe the winged wand has the highest of those chances. Yeah. And then, where is all of Speedy's? More spells, Scavenger. Here we go. Magic Stopwatch, which gives you a lot of extra action chances. So, let's see, that's 6. She has 3 for free. Or 2. It gives her up to 3. That's 8. And then the 2 more from the other items. So she can have up to 11 actions. If you're really lucky. 4 of those are 10%. I mean, this is gratuitous. I mean, I guess you could need that much healing in one round. Might be a little... if you're needing that much healing, you might be a little outclassed, but it is an option. And that problem occurred thing, that's a part of my computer. It doesn't like me launching these builds. It's not anything to do with the build itself. It deals with something to do with like the engine and an update. I don't know. It just does that every time I launch it. It never causes any issues. That is a lot of spiders. I forgot the Great Axe has a unique attack. It's pretty sick. So the Deep Forest is actually a really, really useful place to go, especially if you're trying to get speedy early on. Because if you go all the way towards the end, you go down. These spiders are spread all over the map, but for some reason they're concentrating here. Oh, nice. So these plants always spawn, which is a nice little loot collection. Of course, there is also the spider that hangs around. TP. Oh. Hmm. So, yeah, the Deep Forest one, those 4 flowers always spawn there, which is really convenient, especially early on when you can really use those different boosts. Then, if you go past the boss, you can go back into this area. So this area has several unique things. One, it's got a lot of fishing spots. It is probably the densest fishing spot place you can go. Wow, getting really lucky. And it also has these dirt piles where you can find bait. And you encounter these unique corrupt trees. They're very, very rare. They're nothing too special, but it's just kind of neat. Dang, it survived the finisher move. It doesn't happen often. So this is one of the most enemy-dense areas, one of the most loot-dense areas. This little tiny space is really, really useful for low-level characters. I mean, even for higher level ones, really, if you want to just come back here and gather up all the different plants and stuff, really nice to have on hand. Let's do rally. There we go. So what's nice is these drop wood, they drop fertilizer, not super valuable on their own, but it means you don't have to chop down nearly as many of the trees. Alright. I think I am going to stop there. That kind of demonstrates some of the biggest changes. Next video, I really want to be done with the desert. I want to start showing off the ice area and hopefully the cave soon. Those have been done for a while. It just takes time to get through the intro to the game, and I always take my time doing this kind of stuff. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get there next, and I'll show you some other cool stuff, some of the new enemies, things like that. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please like, subscribe, share this with your friends, join the Discord, follow me on itch, things, anything like that. It all helps. Giveaway is still going on. Anyone who playtests the game can get a ton of different Steam games as prizes. That's going to be running probably until I run out of games to give out. So, for a long time. If you don't want to play the game for the game's sake, at least play it for earning other free games. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me. A bird. Interact? Whoa, wait, what? A boat! Thank you, kind bird.